Hi, my name is Sneha, and today we're going to talk about dog management, its responsibilities, and the expenses which come with it. And of course, most importantly, that it is a committed relation for 10 to 14 years. And if you're planning to bring home a dog, you must watch this video because we have Preeti here who has two lovely dogs, and we're going to understand about bringing up and the responsibility of a dog from her. Hi, Preeti.
Hi. As you said, it's a relation of 10 to 14 years, which is completely right. And also when you get a puppy, you really need to be patient with a puppy. Many people don't realize the responsibilities that comes with it. When you have a puppy, it might pee and poo everywhere, and it can get frustrating. Yeah. Of course, it can get frustrating, but you really need to take time in training the puppy. There is a method of teaching which is like giving the puppy a treat once it does what you want it to. Like that, you have to teach the puppy whatever commands you want to, step by step, with a lot of patience, with affection and all. You don't want the puppy to be scared.
Yeah.
You don't want to traumatize the puppy. You really want to teach the puppy in a nice way, as you would teach a child. Yeah. In fact, there is a story which I would like to share. So there is this one person who had brought a pug home, 4 pugs actually, 1 month old, and he had given them to his friend to take the responsibility for a while when he was going to abroad. So his friend could not take care of the puppies, and he was quite irresponsible because he did not feed the puppies. He did not give water to the puppies. So they starved, and out of dehydration those puppies died once they opened the door after a few days. That guy did not even realize, he forgot about the puppies.
That's so sad.
You know, if you're not sure that there is someone behind you to take care of the puppies, this can also happen.
So you need to make a plan before you get a dog, correct?
You need to be sure that you have someone behind you. If it's a family, that would be best.
Always a backup.
Exactly. Yeah. Someone there behind you who really loves that dog and will take care of it once you're not available for a while, maybe for a vacation, or maybe you're going abroad, or you're studying in a hostel. At that time, there has to be someone who will feed the dog, who will take care of it, who will give love and affection. And also, very important point would be the breed.
Okay.
You like a dog, you bring it home, but you don't know what has to be done after that. If the dog has too much of fur, you'll have too much of shedding in the house sometimes, even seasonal and all those. So you'll have to brush and clean the sofas.
Correct.
Yes, there'll be a lot of cleaning work then. So if you're not, if you don't have a person working at your home, a maid or someone who works at your home to clean up, or maybe you cannot give so much of time, it's better you get a dog which has short hair.
Which does not shed.
Which does not shed. And also the size. The bigger the size, the more bigger toys it'll take, the more food it'll have to eat, and it'll take up a lot of space. Maybe hearing it doesn't sound as big deal as it is, but if you have a big dog, it'll take up a lot of space. When you're sleeping on the bed, when it's sleeping, it'll take half of the bed.
Okay.
So in that way, you need to be sure that you have good enough of space in your house to have a dog. And if it's a bigger dog, of course, the walks have to be longer. So all those things have to be kept in mind, and if it's possible for you, then you should get a big dog. If it's not, then a small dog. And also they need to be given vaccinations. Their grooming has to be done. They need to be given a bath often. Their brushing also has to be done. Then the nails have to be cut, and all these things, the list of expenditure which you have to do on the grooming and all that.
So on an approx, how much do you think it takes yearly, the expenditure of taking care of a dog?
Again, that would depend on the breed and the hair length and all of that.
So I've heard of a few cases where these owners, they adopt dogs or they buy dogs and they lose interest over a period of time, and they eventually abandon the dog, which is extremely cruel. What are your thoughts and opinions on that?
Well, even I know quite a few cases where maybe a boyfriend is buying a puppy and giving it to the girlfriend, and now they have, they had a breakup, and she does not want the dog anymore because it reminds her of him. Exactly. So people who do that should really consider adopting a street dog, because if you cannot give enough love, time, affection and all of that, because dogs are very sensitive creatures. If you adopt them and then you abandon them, it will really cause a trauma to them. It will really hurt them. So in that case, if you are not ready for such a commitment, you could just adopt a street dog, which is partially adopting. Maybe you don't have to keep it in the house if you can't, but you can sometimes provide food, you can sometimes take care of it, pet it, give water to it, and the fact that it will not be waiting for you the whole day.
It won't be dependent on you either.
Exactly, it won't be dependent on you, and it will go out in search of food if it's hungry. There'll be other people also who might be taking care of it, and it has its own space to walk around. It'll do its walking, it will do its playing with the other street dogs.
So tell me more about the expenses and where exactly I have to spend money on.
Well, when you bring home a dog, there is bathing. You have to bathe the dog often. You have to brush its teeth. You have to take it for walking and all. You have to get toys, or else
Are there specific shampoos and toothpaste for dogs?
There are specific ones which you'll get in pet store and all. So you'll have to go and get it from there. And also, if you don't get them toys, they will make your items as toys. And you can't blame them with their cute faces. You really can't tell them anything. They'll take your slippers, socks to make it their toys. But it's better you get them their own toys for that. And walking. If you're getting a person who will make them go for a walk and all that, that will become an expense. Or else if you are taking yourself for a walk, it'll become maintenance. And it'll be good for you too. If you can walk, it's
physical
good.
activity.
Exactly, it'll be a physical activity you're having to do because of your dog. And the other expenses, of course, the food is there, and they need to have a specific balanced diet kind of thing. You cannot give too much of proteins. You cannot just give without any proteins. There should be preferably, if there's little chicken, there's little vegetables, carrots and all that. There's specific vegetables that you're not supposed to feed the dogs. And if you can give them a balanced food, then they'll be healthier.
Okay.
So that should be kept in mind. But ticks and fleas are something which is very easily possible for the dog to get.
That can be taken care of at home?
Yes, that can be, but in case it's too bad, then you have to go to a vet, because there is something called tick fever and all.
Okay.
So they'll get sick and they'll have to have medicines and all that. So in initial stages, if they are combed and they are applied some powders and all those, then they won't get ticks and all that. And there are some tablets also which helps. Also, as the dog ages, it gets other health complications. So there's an incident that I would like to share. There was this couple. They had an old pug with them. So the wife had to shift abroad. So they were all ready to move from here. And they had spoken to the doctor. So the doctor was saying that the pug cannot take a journey that long, because it was partially blind, it had diabetes and other health complications. So he was pretty sure that if the dog goes in the flight, it will not be alive by the time they reach. So this couple then decided to take a private jet.
Oh, that's so
because
sweet.
It was like a baby to them, so they could not leave it back. They took a private jet, paying so much, and they took the pug with them to the place they've shifted. So that is the way actually you should be,
taking care
of a dog. Though many people might not be able to afford that much, but the love and care they have is really sweet.
Thank you, Preeti. So to sum up everything we've heard today, patience. Patience is the most important aspect of bringing home a dog. Dogs are extremely sensitive animals, so you need to give them proper love and attention. Bringing home a dog also comes with many responsibilities. As far as budget is concerned, 5 to 10,000 should be enough monthly. And if you do not have the time or the money to afford a dog, there's always the option of playing with street dogs. In that way, you are free, the dog is free. And as I said before, bringing home a dog is a committed relation for 10 to 14 years. So if you are ready for that, get yourself a dog.